अच्छा जी। आज हम पढ़ेंगे रिस्क असेसमेंट और रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग. So today we're going to learn what is the difference between risk assessment and risk profiling. If you focus on the name, the words risk assessment, we already know what risk is. Anything hazardous that could cause potential harm to our workers, our property, anything that could put us in a danger that has a chance or likelihood of getting us damaged to financially or physically is called risk. Now, when we say risk assessment, what does it mean? We are assessing, we are checking how much is the level of risk in a certain place. We could be discussing the risk assessment of a specific machine. Suppose we are working on a crane, and before getting on the crane and starting the job, the manager asks you to give him a risk assessment, not just inspection. Inspection is different. Inspection is you just check normally. Risk assessment is detailed, but on a specific task. You go to the crane machine, you take the reports and everything, you check whole scenario, whole thing related to the specifically the crane machine, and then you write down and make a report. This is risk assessment of a specific thing, only one thing. Now, when you assess the crane machine, now you give the report to the manager or employer, whoever is in charge. Now the person in charge asks you to give him a detailed risk profile of the whole area. Now, before explaining this, you should focus again on the words risk assessment, assessing a specific task. Risk profiling is profiling the whole thing. You probably heard this before, that he is a high profile person or somebody who is a low profile. So what does it mean, profile? You use social media, right? Somebody texts you on Messenger. You don't know them. You just see their name, Mr. James. Okay, somebody texts you on Messenger by the name James. The messengers just show you the name. You don't know them, but you want to make sure who are they. What do? You go to their profile and you check who are they, where they're from, where they're currently living, how they look, do they post any videos or anything. You check the whole profile. Did you get the idea of the word profile? So when the manager asks you to give him a risk profile of the whole area, he not only wants you to give him a risk assessment report specifically on the crane machine, but he wants you to assess the whole area, find out if there are any hazard, write down the whole issues that could affect the workplace, or it could harm the workers or cause any damage to the financially, any problem from legislation, or like the whole area. A range of tasks includes in the risk profile. So when you do a risk profile report and you give to the manager, what you do before giving out the report is you highlight all the, you put the risk in level 1, 2, 3. You prioritize, you give priority to the risks that are, that are capable of high danger, that you have to do on the top. Like, there are maybe issues with electrical things, so you want to focus that first. You want to fix this issue first. You want to prioritize your risks in the whole construction area or wherever the site is. Now let me give you another example. I used to work on a cruise ship. So there used to be a lot of cruise ships on a deck, on the bay area. So specifically, when on one cruise ship I used to be, so I would assess the risk that was there, uh, and specifically one cruise ship, not the whole line of ships floating in the ocean. The basic risk was, if a fight happens or something, somebody drowned or anything, we were in the middle of ocean till the team arrives, till the cops or police reach us. We were in the middle of ocean. So what we used to do, we always used to have necessary things like first aid kits. If somebody get hurt, there are bottles, glass, somebody could hurt themselves during a fight. So we always used to have um first aid kit ready. We were trained to do CPR. We were trained to provide first aid. Now, suppose my manager asked me to give him a risk profile of the whole Bay Area. Bay Area is where all the ships are, stationed. What would I do? Would I just specifically give him a report of the ship that I work on, or when he asked me to profile the whole area, what would I do? I would go check every ship that is stationed on the bay. I will make a detailed report, what things are needed, what things are top priority, what things are low priority. This is how you take a risk profiling report. So I hope you learned from this few examples that I have given you. So again, to make sure, risk assessment is only one task for a specific thing. Risk profile is a range of assessing risk task, a range of tasks, not only one specific thing, but a range of tasks, a range of assessing risk in a whole area. It's beyond the health and safety thing. It's not limited to the health and safety. It's beyond it. I hope you learned something new or something valuable today. Till the next lesson, stay with us. I will see you again. Take care.